Hello, my name is George Hay. I'm the Head of Military Records at the National Archives. What is depicted in this print is what became known as the Peterloo Massacre. What we're looking at is a mass-produced image. It's something that is circulated for the purpose of raising awareness of what took place and obviously to promote the cause of the reformers and what it is that they are trying to achieve. So this is seized from somebody in Dorset by magistrates, and it then makes its way to the Home Office as evidence of the way in which this event is being depicted and circulated to make a particular point. On the 16th of August 1819, the Manchester Patriotic Union, an organisation that agitated for political reform, invited Henry Hunt, a noted orator, to come and speak to a crowd at St Peter's Field in the city of Manchester. Against the background of famine and mass unemployment, these people, these men and women, ordinary men and women, are calling for a fairer society in which they would have representation in Parliament so that their interests might be heard. And you can see some of what they're calling for in the banners in the image here. Having got wind of the planned meeting, the authorities attempted to stop it from taking place entirely on the grounds of illegality, but failing on that front, they planned for the worst, so mass riot or potentially insurrection. When the crowds gathered, potentially more than 60,000 people, the magistrates then very quickly became concerned about their ability to maintain order, and they decided that the best way to cope with this would be to arrest Hunt to end proceedings there and then. They believed that he and the crowd were potentially putting the town at risk. Despite the fact that the crowd at this point is perfectly peaceful, there's nothing violent taking place, they issued that warrant for his arrest to the Deputy Constable. Believing the situation to be too dangerous, the constable on the scene, the closest thing they had to a professional policeman, asked for military support to get through the crowd to Hunt. The first to arrive on the scene was the Manchester and Salford Yeomanry, and that's what you can see depicted here. They push through, they allow the magistrate to get to the hustings where Hunt is standing. The magistrate arrests Hunt, but from that point, things descend into violence. So the yeomanry, as you can see here, are lashing out, they are pulling down the banners. Why they're doing this is still very much contested, but what is being given to you here, the imagery that's being used here, is very much one-sided violence, the yeomanry attacking the protesters. Believing the Manchester and Salford Yeomanry to be under attack, the magistrates, who were then watching from the sides of the field, ordered the Cheshire Yeomanry and the 15th Hussars, a regular cavalry regiment, to go to their aid and to clear the field. So this is a crowd of 60,000 people. The exits are narrow. It's very hard for them to get out. What then takes place in this crush and the chaos that followed are the deaths of between 11 and 15 people and injuries of upwards of 300, potentially as many as 700, as they try to get away.